Buccaneers also 3-1. And now welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Joe Buck. That is the Hall of Famer Troy Aikman. We'll start with the Chicago Bears. You knew that with any stumble by Mitch Trubisky, the change was going to be made. After the front office traded a pick, they assumed the money, and they bring in Nick Foles, who knows the offense. The question is, what can he do with this group now as a starter in 2020?
Well, things have been tough for Matt Nagy, and coming into this season and the things that they wanted to do with the running game to kind of help Mitch Trubisky out, and some of that just doesn't set up very well for what Nick Foles does. So now they're trying to kind of reinvent themselves a little bit and gear things to Nick Foles, and so we'll see. You know, it was a bit of a struggle on Sunday in that ball game. I know when they've had some success, they've been able to run the football. That's not going to happen tonight against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Nobody runs the football against them. So for Chicago, once again, it's going to come down to their ability to throw the football, and Nick Foles is going to have to play well.
Tom Brady's 43. I don't know if you've heard that, but we were there week 1 in New Orleans when he didn't look that great, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers didn't look that great. Well, they looked great in the second half of last week, and it seems like they're just now starting to hit their stride.
Yeah, they are. I mean, it was really good on Sunday in that second half. Tom Brady was perfect in that game, and I think they can build on that. I think there's some momentum that comes with that. They're playing the best defense, however, tonight that they faced yet this season in Chicago. So they've got their work cut out for them. And I think the good news for Tampa Bay is the fact that they really haven't played with all their weapons, and they're certainly not playing with them all tonight. So this is going to be a tight affair, and I don't expect a lot of points in this ball game tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Aaron will amplify it. Still more injuries on the outside for Tom Brady tonight. Thursday night. Can't wait to watch this one unfold. Out to the 25. Chicago won the toss. They defer, so it's the Bucs on offense to start the night. And Tom Brady would like to start the night the way he finished the day, with that incredible second half and the overall numbers. 5 touchdowns to 5 different receivers in that big comeback win last week against the LA Chargers.
Yeah, I think the best part of that, Joe, was the fact that Tom Brady and this offense, they were able to get the big plays, the big chunks in the passing game. They had 5 completions on Sunday of 20 yards or more.
Here is Rojo, as they call him, Ronald Jones over the right side, coming off a career-high game with 111 rush yards. He picks up 4 Trevathan ago, and they have that terrific rookie at right tackle.
Well, that was the key. I mean, all along, if you're going to go out and sign Tom Brady, you got to make sure that he has protection so he can do the things that he was able to do on Sunday in that ball game.
Here's protection for Brady, goes up top. That play's not there as Evans ran out of room working against the very talented corner Kyle Fuller for the Bears. That'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
Game, and they're without Chris Godwin and then Justin Watson. So it's a banged up unit.
Keyshawn Vaughn in the backfield next to Brady, the rookie from Vanderbilt. Brady throws, pass, caught, 1st down. That is Jaden Mickens. He gets his first catch. Injury. Evans, as Troy said, gimpy on the ankle. Miller with a hip and a groin injury. That's a rookie Tyler Johnson in motion. Handoff here to Ronald Jones over the left side. A nice pickup on 1st down of 4 again. Roy Robertson Harris on the stop. This defense is good, but as
defense is really good. I mean, they're one of the top defenses in the league. They have given up some big plays through the first 4 weeks.
2nd and 6. Pats is caught by Gronkowski. And Rob Gronkowski,
like him, but he does give you a little bit of that in his ability to stretch the defense, which he just did, and that's a throw Brady'd like to have back.
Here's Jones right side on 2nd and 10. Takes it near the 21, a gain of 4.
I think of what they do and what Bruce Arians is asking him to do within this offense is so different from what he did in New England that it has taken some time.
Brady steps into it, and that pass is dropped. Looked like it was there for the tight end Hudson again. And the field goal unit will come on for Tampa Bay, and I think Brady is looking up at the replay board to see exactly what happened at the end of that play.
Caught, should have been a first down.
39-yard try by Suckup, who is 5 for 7 on the year. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And a nice drive put together by Brady and the Bucs on the road. Up by 3 on a Thursday night on Fox. Here is Nick Foles from the 24. He's lost his last 5 starts in the NFL as Patterson gets it on a toss and gets a yard, maybe a yard and a half. In fact, Nick Foles' last win as a starter in the NFL, through all the offensive line playing much better than a year ago. They have David Montgomery, who's coming off a rough game against Indy. Colts might be the best defense in the league.
180. What's that?
We'll get no argument out of the Chicago Bears. Handoff here to Montgomery, gets 4.
Well, we got Nick Foles, like you said, a really good Colts defense. This Tampa defense, it's right up there too. They're really, really good.
Pretty young blitz off the edge. Pass is caught. That's Patterson. Coming on the blitz was Devin White. And Foles got rid of it for a 4-yard pickup.
Yeah, he feels Devin White coming off the edge and knows he's got to get it out quick. Does a good job. We saw the Minnesota and New England. He's a load when he has the ball out in the open field.
3rd down and 2. Foles out to his right. Terrible throw.
Yeah.
Missed a wide open and easy first down. 6-time Super Bowl champion. 4-time Super Bowl MVP. Although he should for sure at least share one of those with James White.
Yeah, 6-time world champion, and then this week he was. Oh, it meant a lot. It meant a lot.
It's his 31st time. Literally 31 times he's been the player of the week. Here is a catch by Jones. He gets hit immediately by Tashawn Gibson, a gain of just 3.
That's.
Come here.
Okay, back to present day. 3rd down and 6. Brady well protected down the field and incomplete. The Bears want offensive pass interference on Tanner Hudson. They won't get it.
Gone after him, as you would expect. You've got a Pro Bowler on the other side and Kyle Fuller, and he's held up. This time he gets the tight end, and you know, they kind of like that matchup Tampa Bay did with the size, but Johnson does a good job in coverage.
Pinion hits it. Ginn says let's stay away, and it takes a nice.
Such a dependable receiver, being able to come back and make a play.
Golston, one of the league's really underrated players. Todd Bowles said he does the dirty work for us up front. Got pressure, but not soon enough. Handoff to Montgomery. Levante David in to make the stop, a gain of 2.
And we're seeing Nick Foles under center to balance that out a little bit. Not a lot of drop back, although they show some from straight drop back, and you're getting it here.
Foles out to his right, will throw it and find his tight end for a completion. That's Jimmy Graham for a gain of 13.
He's the big tight end along that boundary.
Rocky, hey, come on, James.
On 1st down, Robinson. That's in the air and picked. Back the other way, Carlton Davis. Out of bounds near midfield. Robinson talking about momentum as part of that catch. And at any rate, it's 3rd and goal from the 2. No touchdown. The catch is good, but that's not what Arians was looking for. Here is Evans, and they get the touchdown anyway, and a flag is thrown. Indication is it's against Chicago, and this should stand.
This was an outstanding throw by Tom Brady. Jalen Johnson, he's in good coverage. The ball has to be perfect.
Defense number 33. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
They call Jalen Johnson. He gets called with the wraparound there with that left arm. This was against the Bears defense. They are awfully good in the red zone. #1 red zone defense through the first 4 weeks of the season. They have just been shutting people out. And Tampa Bay does a great job of punching it in there on 3rd down.
So they get the touchdown. Those who have Ronald Jones on their fantasy team wondering why it's not their points. Instead, it's for those who have Evans. And Mike Pereira in what is now a 10-0 game. You could have made the case going either way, but just walk us through that play, if you will, and why it was a catch but no score.
4-5. 180. What's up?
Patterson in the backfield. Quick throw. Robinson makes the catch. Ducks a tackle. Got away from Carlton Davis. And in the end, picks up 8. Pacific on Fox and the Fox Sports app. 2nd and 2.
3-3. Tonight. No push. 180. What's up?
Here is Patterson, and he carries for a 1st down. And that's how quarter number 1 will come to a close. A 10-0.
He's not the biggest guy, but he's a playmaker. And what I like about him is he will stick his head in there and make tackles. And he's a physical guy for his size.
Fair catch just inside the 10 by Mickens. 39-yard punt. 6-time Super Bowl champion. Trying to learn what Bruce likes to do, and Bruce trying to learn
how Tom Brady is reading a coverage and how he is attacking a coverage. When he's used to coming underneath, and then if it's not there underneath, now you take your deep shot. Now we got a no.
Here's a move trying to be made by Tyler Johnson. Strong tackle by Buster Screen.
This is his scheme, and this is what he's always known. So it's just part of the deal, and without the preseason games and all that. But right now, they've got some good things going. But the Bears, on the other hand, this would be a good time for them to create a takeaway.
Pass is caught. Depends on where they put it. What an effort, but out of bounds. Draw Chicago offside. Remains to be seen. Vaughn, the rookie, in the backfield. And they push forward with Brady, and by the official running in, it looks like he got it.
Tom Brady came ricocheting.
Little roll of the dice there by Riverboat Bruce. And a handoff to Jones, who spins and turns it into a 3-yard gain. Aaron, give us more on your conversation this week with Tom Brady.
Well, it's just going to ask. You mentioned, Troy, they would have already had 4 preseason games, and he said that was huge. I love what he mentioned to us this week, saying, you know, the expectation was a little too much. You just can't skip the building process, especially with this offense.
2nd down and 7. Brady, quick throw. Pass is caught by Brait.
And you don't replace O.J. Howard, but they can still get the ball to those guys and create some matchup problems.
Game to start the year in year 2 of a 3-year extension. 2nd-round pick from Penn State. But a guy who answers the bell. He's missed only 1 start in 5 years. Checking the blind side for Brady. Good protection here. Pass caught by Brait. And Brait takes it to the 44. A completion of 10. Here's Jones. Survives a hit and carries it for a 1st down. That was Roquan Smith again.
2020 for Chicago. They've given up a lot of runs.
Great protection. Aired out. The receiver fell down and a flag is thrown. That was Cyril Grayson.
Because he's got a history of shoulder injuries, but like I said earlier, he's targeted, and you would expect that. Being the young rookie, but didn't play that at all.
Good protection pass. Incomplete for Gronkowski.
last year and so far this year. This would be a good time for a negative play.
Here's Jones. On 2nd and 10, he gets 3.
Bruce Arians to go for it on 4th down.
Pass to the end zone is incomplete with Evans the target. Brady ends up on his back, and the field goal unit comes on for Tampa Bay on 4th and 7.
That's one of those where it's probably a good thing that Brady airmailed Mike Evans, because it sure looked like Eddie Jackson was going to.
Do yourself a favor and go online and watch those highlights.
Absolutely. That was phenomenal.
One other note.
Gale Sayers, when Brian's song came out back in the early 70s, and then had a chance to meet him when I was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and what a gentleman.
Yep. Pass is caught.
In the red zone, they've got to get there, and to get there, they need to be a lot better than they've been on 3rd down.
Foles wide open. Pass is caught. Demetrius
Held the ship a little bit relative to where they have been. He's been a good influence on some of these young players, but now is the time for this offense.
Foles, Montgomery, well played by the Buccaneer defense. Swallowed up and eventually thrown down by Whitehead after a loss of 6. Raheem Nunez-Roches was in there as well. And that brings up 2nd and 16 with 5.5 to go in the first half.
Just a great job of rallying to the football. Whitehead, he's the first guy, and he comes up. He's not quite able to make the play, but the big man, Nunez-Roches, he comes over and helps clean it up.
Foles, Montgomery tried to make a move, got maybe a couple of extra yards, but Sean Murphy-Bunting held his ground. And a gain of just 4, 3rd down coming up. Tomorrow on NFL Network, Kyle Brandt sits down with the legendary rock band AC/DC to discuss their highly anticipated new album. Good Morning Football tomorrow at 7, only on NFL Network.
I was talking with Kyle Brandt earlier tonight, and that show's fun. I catch it just about every morning. They do a great job. Good chemistry with those 4.
Flag should have stopped it as there was movement up front. See who it goes against. Like the right guard was rocking back.
It sure looks like Affetti was the one who initiated that movement. The Bears get one.
Blitz. Somehow Foles gets it to Montgomery. Biggest play of the half for Chicago. Shaq Barrett again half a step late, and a 12-yard big 3rd down conversion.
Well, Todd